Our road to recovery and reconciliation is littered with daunting challenges that will not be solved painlessly or mastered overnight. And yet, with a persistent and steady determination, they will be overcome. Today we gather to recommit ourselves to this task. We come ready and willing to not just recover from this pandemic and this civil discord that has gripped our nation, but build back a better, strong, more just Colorado.
And as Colorado always does, we don't shirk away from the big issues. Instead, we say failure is not an option.
And when you have things on the books for decades that are not working for the state of Colorado, we need to make adjustments, and that's what we're doing today with 1311 and 1312.
This bill promotes community opportunities, particularly for diversion into community restorative justice programs.
And we would hear about improving roads in all four corners of the state. We'd hear about increasing multimodal options to make sure that people could get to school and they could get to their jobs and they could get to work from where they could afford to live.
And too many people are still struggling to recover. That is why we have committed to use this $3.8 billion opportunity to provide relief to those struggling the most.
Bill that's expanding that importation beyond Canada.
If we can reduce the number of attempts using a firearm, we can have a dramatic impact on cutting the number of teens who die by suicide here in Colorado.
All parents should be confident that their children can be safe, grow, and realize their full potential.
Water, rest breaks, access to critical services on the job and in their own homes, and protection from retaliation.
In the state of Colorado, gun violence is very personal to us because we've seen it happen and demonstrated in our community far too often.
We returned in January with an ambitious to-do list, and against all odds, we pretty much got the job done.
With that, you have heard the motion. The motion is sine die. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. And with that, we have a rubber band drop in 15 minutes. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Sine die.
Thank you.